Yo, what's up? What's going on?
Hola, hola, hola.
Hola, ¿cómo está? ¿Está bien?
Listen, that's all I have in my arsenal is hola.
Oh, you weak, man. I'm bilingual over here. You heard me? I'm bilingual over here. But let's get to it, man. Yo, get your energy up. Come on, man. Come on. But how you feeling, though? How you feeling? How you feeling? How you feeling?
Listen, I'm trying not to be dramatic on this good Monday because the last time we were on here, you said I was dramatic. So I'm not going to be dramatic today.
Here we go. Let me find out you and your feelings.
Yeah, a
Hmm.
little bit. I
Hmm.
need extra hugs. So
Oh, here we go.
whoever's
You took you
tuning
took you
in,
took
I
a
need
shot, but
hugs.
you took a shot at me earlier though. You took a shot at me. Yeah. Uh-huh.
I
Called my
need
you called my
hugs.
knees raggedy. Nah, you don't need nothing. You don't need no damn hugs.
Well, guess what? My raggedy mouth is hurting.
Oh, here we go. HNIC, salute, my brother. Salute. But anyway, here we go. Your mouth is hurting. What were you doing?
How you doing
Hmm.
to live?
Things that make you go, your mouth is hurting,
Mm,
huh? Hmm.
no. My mouth is under reconstruction because I want to look hot and beautiful. And this summer's objective is for me to have Tyrese teeth. So that's what I'm doing.
So out of anybody and everybody, you say Tyrese.
Yes, I love his teeth. And so I want Tyrese teeth for the summer.
Um, Anywho, salute to Lib. Salute. I'm like Tyrese. So you go to the dentist and you say to the dentist, I want Tyrese's teeth. And you
Yes,
show him a picture of Tyrese and say, this
yes.
is what I want.
I want the Tyrese edition.
Oh gosh. That's what they calling it, the Tyrese edition,
Yeah, that's what I asked for. I want the Tyrese edition.
the
And
limited edition.
so, yes, so I'm working on that. And then later this summer, I'm cruising on down to the plastic surgeon. And I don't know what body I want once I go there. So, I'm shopping
Shopping for
teeth
mouth,
and body.
teeth like Tyrese, and body like,
I don't know yet.
oh gosh. Well, don't end up out here looking like little Kim. Niggas will be like, yo, who the hell is that on there? Who's up there with Maybach? Who's up there? Who's up? That ain't Peach. That's not.
Listen, my quest is to be running like Bo Derek next summer on the beach.
Hold on.
I'm telling my age.
Hold that thought. Peace and salute to you, Angie baby.
Hi,
So
Angie.
you said Bo Derek. Isn't that a white woman?
That's the white lady that had the braids going back running in the 70s on the beach. I'm going to be running on the beach with my Tyrese teeth and my new body.
Well, where is Miss Bo Derek these days?
I don't know. She probably dead, but I'm going to be the black version
Yeah,
of.
you talking about a lady you said in the 70s.
Okay, how
I'm
about
asking
Pam
about somebody
Greer?
in present damn time, and you
I'm
talking
gonna
about
be
somebody.
like the young pair Pam Greer.
Listen, if she is alive, hopefully she is still alive. She's probably in a nursing home. So you want to be in a nursing home?
No, I want her 70s. I'm gonna have, listen, I'm
Eating
gonna look
applesauce.
like Sports Illustrated model next year.
Listen, man, listen. I think you need a nap because out of all the people you could choose and pick, you didn't say no Foxy Brown. You
I'm
didn't say
saying Pam Greer, okay?
that's what
I'm
I'm
gonna
talking
look
about.
like
I
Pam
said I always
Greer.
call her Foxy Brown. I ain't talking about the rap. I'm just talking about Pam Grier. There
I
you
would
go.
look like
Yeah,
Pam Greer with Tyrese teeth in my face.
that's weird to me. I'm getting a weird ass image. I'm getting like
What?
I
What?
don't know
What?
why when you keep saying Tyrese, I'm getting like this weird. image in my head. You talking about Tyrese, Bo Derek, Pam Greer.
Listen,
Like
I'm just gonna have a nice flat tummy. I already got a booty. I already got boobs. I'm just gonna flatten out the tummy, get everything right, get a little bit of suction here and there,
yeah, thanks for
and
the
I'm gonna be
TMI. Thanks for the
fabulous.
TMI. We didn't need to know all of that. Like I already got ass and I already got boobs. Did you buy those? Did you pay for
No, these are real. These are 100% real.
and what about the backyard?
And
You pay
back
for that?
there is real. I'm just doing a little nip tuck around the spaces. Like
Things that make you go,
it's
hmm.
all real.
Mm-hmm. Sure. You might be doing a little fine tune up, it sounds
No,
like to me.
listen, if you know me, just holler in the chat, shout like, "Yo, that's real. We know that's real. Peaches shit is real."
You just want people to start going on your Instagram and start looking on your shit on Facebook. That I get it. Listen, man, that's what y'all want to
No,
be
no,
doing.
that's not what I want. That's
Set
not
your
what I
thirst
want.
traps. Listen,
That's
set your traps.
not. No,
Go ahead, wheel them
no,
in. Hey,
no.
wheel them in.
What I'm saying to everyone
Mm-hmm.
is if you
Mm-hmm.
don't like it, fix it. And that's what I'm doing. I'm
Listen, man,
fixing
catch that
things.
big fish you trying to catch. You know what I'm saying? Just.
I ain't trying to, it ain't about catching nobody. It's about looking
Uh-huh.
in the mirror and doing this.
Maybe that should be the next show. Are you content with how you look?
And it's
Hmm.
no, no. I listen, I love how I look, but what's wrong with improvement? It's like having a beautiful house, but you just want some additions to it.
Hey, listen, man. I guess it's different strokes for different folks. No Arnold, no Willis. Yeah, no Mr. Drummond.
Whatever. Whatever. Listen, Angie baby understands.
What she say?
Go
She said,
girl. I
"Go
hear
girl,
you.
I hear you."
See? Angie
There we
baby
go.
understands.
Here goes the women empowerment. There we go. Oh Lord.
Hey Nikki baby.
Here's another baby. Nikki baby, Angie baby.
Uh-huh. And they're gonna be joining me. They're gonna be looking just like me next summer. They're gonna get some of
Uh,
this stuff
what do you
sucked
mean
and
next summer?
tucked.
This summer's is around the corner. What are you talking about
Yeah, but
next?
next summer because we got to do the work this summer, and then next summer we coming out guns blazing.
What y'all linking up? Y'all take yo. What y'all going somewhere?
We gonna be the plastic surgery girls, the PS girls, PS girls. Look, Mel got so scared he done jumped off the live. What's up, y'all? What's up? So listen, when yeah, right, Angie, look. Angie said Mel is being a hater because he is being a hater. And he needs to get his hater ass back in here. Oh, hi, cooking with chick here from Angie. Hey, how you doing? So we are waiting for Mel to come back. But yeah, ladies, like seriously, I already told everybody I was on my health journey. And I'm starting with the teeth. Yes. I'm signing up for the Tyrese edition teeth. And I am looking through magazines to see how I want the body to look. And I am searching for plastic surgeons. So, ladies, if you know of a good plastic surgeon, holler at me because listen, your girl is looking. Listen, that's super dope. Cooking with Chick joined us. I'm blessed and you. Well, I'm blessed, girl, and I'm gonna be even more blessed next summer. Angie baby said, "Ha ha, great minds, Nikki." See, everybody trying to get that tune up for next summer. Talib said, "Go for it if it makes you happy." I know that's right. Look, Talib is supporting me. And why Nikki said, "Doing great cooking. I hope all is well with you too." She's saluting you cooking with Chick.
Salute, salute.
But yeah, they called
Toss me a
you a
salute.
hater.
They call me a hater. Okay, cool. I'll be a hater. Whatever. Never.
Yeah, you a hater because you talking about the plastic surgery. Because I'm trying to do a little bit of
I'm not
nip
talking
tuck.
about nothing. I'm just asking questions. So when
Yeah,
they
well, nip
listen,
tuck,
man, that's
nip
the
tuck.
problem. Angie was not Angie. Sorry, my fault. Let me get it right. Nikki baby, because I was talking about certain things earlier. She said I was a hater. I guess we're in a time where when you tell the truth, you're hated. You know what I mean? Oh, hold on. Let me turn my joint on. Yeah,
Angie said you was a hater, and Nikki said she told you was a hater earlier this morning. Don't hate.
Angie said I was hating. That's a lie. Angie did
Look,
not say that.
okay. You want to believe it? It says stop hating. We about to be in the building next summer. Me and my girls.
All right.
See, Angie baby said Mel being a hater right now, just a little bit. See,
Oh gosh. There we go.
I mean, come on, like jump on the plastic surgery train,
Yeah.
get you some muscles
Get
put
it,
in.
man.
Like,
Hey, listen, menage a trois me, all of y'all. How about that?
oh God.
Yeah, menage a trois me.
Oh
Thank you.
God, not with this
Thank you.
all this money I'm about to put in this body.
Yeah, I'm taking all three of y'all at the same damn time.
No,
You,
no the
Angie
hell.
baby, and Nikki baby. Since y'all wanna hop and jump on my back. You know what I'm saying? For real. Since y'all wanna y'all wanna wrestle.
Look, Talib said he didn't call you a hater.
Yeah, I know he didn't. Salute,
And
my
Talib
brother.
said you're just asking questions. But look,
Facts. Facts.
once I
That's the
put the dough into this body, I'm going for the big guns. I ain't gonna be right. Listen, you can ride with me in my Maybach.
that sounded crazy. I could ride with you in your Maybach.
That's right.
What, you get one and I get one? You get a Maybach. You get
No,
a
no. I'm gonna be pulling up in the Maybach because I did the work
Okay.
and I'm gonna have that extra money because I'm gonna get an opportunity because I'm just looking so good with my
Mm,
Tyrese teeth. You know, I might be an actress or something. I don't know.
okay.
No, maybe I'll give me a ghostwriter. I could become a rapper. Something's gonna happen.
Oh man, you
This
rapping
new
now?
body, this new
You
body
rapping?
is just gonna do other
You
stuff,
not
other
rapping,
worldly
dude. I
stuff.
already told you you could fill in for Shaka Khan and get paid. Don't sing, just do walkthroughs and get paid,
Ah,
okay? I already told
listen,
you that. Shaka Khan lookalike. I'm gonna enter you in the next contest they having. Yep.
listen.
We, we
Don't
gonna get
hate.
that
It's gonna be
money. We gonna get
beautiful.
that money. Don't even talk. Just keep your head down. Put a little hoodie on. You know, we be good. Like, oh, Shaka Khan is in the building. Just do a little wave. That's it. Just wave. They put a mic in front of you. Tell them, your voice. You know what I mean? I'll talk for you. I'll be the manager. I'm
Ah,
like, she's resting the vocal cords right now.
I do not look like Shaka Khan, so shut up.
Listen, man. Hey, put a one in the chat if she looked like Shaka Khan, y'all. Put a one in the chat. Salute, Jules. Put a one in the chat if y'all think she got the Shaka Khan look.
Woo! Talim said you gonna get a Dodge Challenger because you effing with me. You
Mm,
gonna get a Dodge Challenger. I'm gonna be in the Maybach.
mm-hmm.
You get a Dodge Challenger.
Hey,
As a
listen,
matter
man.
of
I'll
fact,
take that. I'll take a Dodge
no, he
Challenger.
gonna get a Neon. That's what the hell he gonna get
They
messing
don't
with
even
me.
make those no more. Those are discontinued,
I
B.
know that's right. I'm gonna find you one right out the junkyard, Neon.
Whatever.
No,
Crazy.
cooking with chick. I do not look like Shaka Khan looks
Thank
for
you, Cooking
one.
with Chick. Appreciate that. Salute to you.
No,
Peace and salute to you. Salute to
I do
everybody, man.
not.
We appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Y'all could be doing anything right now. And did Nikki Baby say she cooking? Nikki Baby ain't cooking. She
No,
ain't
that's a
cooking.
lady named Cooking with Chick.
No,
See,
no, I know that,
she
but
look,
Nikki Baby said she was cooking and watching us. That's what I'm saying. Didn't you
Nikki
read that?
Baby, don't Nikki Baby, Angie, do not put a one in the chat because I do not look like Shaka Khan.
Yeah.
I look like Peach,
Uh-huh.
and it's gonna be
Uh,
extraordinary next summer.
mm-hmm.
Y'all see my missing nails? Next summer I can't have any missing nails or nothing because the body is gonna be on 10. Everything's gonna be on 10. The car gonna be on 10.
We done with that. How was your week, man? How was your weekend? How about that? Let's get to that. How was your weekend? Let's get to that. How was your weekend?
Listen, my weekend it was full of live streaming, and jaw pain.
That's
Shit.
up. Oh yeah, send me my check, man, because I gave you much more time for your show the other day. I was the special guest. I appreciate you for calling me and hitting me up. It was a funny topic. We had a good time. You know what I mean? I made you laugh. Wait till you get the new teeth, and you just gonna be cheesing. You ain't gonna be able to stop laughing
I'm like,
and
cheese.
smiling.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna be
yeah,
pointing to him like,
yeah, yeah. But so overall, your weekend was good.
It was okay. But you know how my weekend was because you talk to me every effing day.
Doesn't matter. I still gotta ask you because you could be lying to me. You could have left out
Shit.
something. I
It was
don't
just
know.
jaw pain and live streaming and pushing through and living on my Tylenol arthritis. Now, Tylenol can pay me for
Listen, man,
endorsements.
you better put that shit down. They ain't endorsing you. They're not endorsing your ass. Okay. All right.
Can I get a check, Tylenol?
Nah, you'll get a check from the other one, Tyler. Hell no. That's what you'll get a check from.
Oh, and also I spent my weekend, and I didn't tell Mel this. I rewind this little Instagram video when I'm feeling down. It's
Mhm.
got these two African guys on there, and they're dancing, Ebo and Efik, and the guy is like, so when I feel down, I just mm, mm, mm,
Yo,
mm,
question.
mm.
Do you got Songbird? Like, can you play that? No?
I will have to literally upload Songbird.
Oh,
No,
okay,
you're
I got
not
then.
hijacking my
Then
Songbird.
forget
Get
it.
out of
Nah.
here.
Listen, the subscribers on my side, they might have not heard that dope fire song.
Well,
Especially
they
it's like
need to
this is
go and watch my stuff. Listen, y'all, go watch my stuff. My new show, Peach Radio Show, got music. It's fire. It's music. It's talk. It's everything. Tune in. And I need Angie Baby to roll up and do an episode with me or Nikki. It's pre-recorded and we can pop shit. We can have a whole episode trash and Mel if we wanted to.
trash and who? I know I hope you said males, not Mel. I hope that's what I heard. Not Mel, but males. Trash and males. I think that's what you
We
said.
can talk about our hot girl summer
That's all
of
right. That's all
27.
right. Well, me and Talib will do a whole series on your ass. How about that? We'll do not one show,
Okay, well,
series.
do it and get my good side, please.
And there'll be a never-ending series either. The series, they'll be like, damn, is this series ever gonna end? No, it's to infinity. It's infinite. All right, so hold on, man. Let me tell you a wild story, right? So this shout out to my research team, by the way. They sent me this. And yeah, I got a research team, y'all. You know what I mean? Got a research team. Um, there's something crazy that happened. What's today? Today's the 4th, right? Okay, so this happened yesterday. I want you and the chat to answer this. If you heard of a jet plane, right, going towards an airport and crashes into a bakery van, right? So the driver was going to deliver some goods, right? What would be the outcome y'all think that happened with this? Starting with you, the chat, they can write in the chat and we can read their comments. What do y'all think happened? So it's a jet plane. So this is a small plane, a 767 plane. I forgot how many passengers it holds, but I'll read the story. But I want to know it's going towards the airport. So I'll let you know. This plane was coming from Venice Beach, California, going to where you're from, your hometown, going to the airport where you're from. And yeah, you. And it crashed into a van on the interstate. What is the outcome, y'all? What do you think is the outcome to that story? Please
An
don't be scared.
explosion.
You said an explosion. Is there more to that, or that's what you're going with? Please chat, engage. Let us know so we can read y'all comments.
If a jet plane hits a van, it's
Mm-hmm.
what's inside the van?
I just told you, bakery stuff, cakes,
It's going to be
cupcakes.
explosion of cakes, cupcakes, broke, shredded arms, a fire,
See, Nikki baby, oh my goodness, she doesn't miss anything. That happened
death
in
and
New Jersey. I
mayhem.
heard that. Yep. That's where Peach is from, the hometown. So Nikki baby, I guess you might be excluded from this because you said it happened in New Jersey, so I think you know the story. But I want everybody else to chime in. So Nikki baby, don't I don't want to know what you already it seems like you already know what the story is.
I think it'll be a lot of injured people and an explosion and a fire and cake everywhere
Well, she
and
put
blood.
lawsuit driver. Ah, see, okay. She just basically told everybody. I wanted everybody to chime in, and I told you to hold your answer, but she just couldn't hold her answer. So either which way, let me get to the story. Let me read this. On May 3rd, 2026, a United Airlines Boeing 767 landed at Newark Liberty International Airport. I never knew there was the Liberty in it. Struck a bakery delivery truck on the New Jersey Turnpike. The plane arriving from Venice flew too low and hit a light pole, right? Hit a light pole, the landing gear. They put the landing gear down, it clipped the light pole, right? Which made them crash into this van. But everybody made it out alive.
That's some BS.
It's right here. This is the whole story right here.
That's not a real story.
Yes, it happened. Nikki Baby just told you.
I don't care what they said happened. That's somebody died. Somebody got hurt.
Nah,
Or
no,
did it
no, no.
land already?
The driver got injured. The driver actually had a camera that records him while he's driving, and all you see is the impact. You hear the plane go. "Meow." You see the impact and all of that, and then the camera scrambles. But guess what? The guy is alive. He got injured, but he's alive. He's
Nah,
not
that's some
dead.
BS.
Hey, listen, I'm telling you, this is a true story, true event. It happened yesterday. True event.
Okay, is
Everybody
this
made
a
it out alive.
passenger plane or a private plane?
It's a small plane. It's like a jet plane. You can look it up right here. This is the plane picture of the plane right here. Let me show you. Hold on. Let me show you the picture of the plane. Can you see that? It's a small plane. That's the plane right there.
Oh, it's a small plane. I'm thinking
Yeah, I
like
said
a
that.
passenger plane, like
No,
a
no. I said small plane. I said jet. It's a jet size
okay,
plane. Yeah.
okay. I
It, it,
still
it,
think it's I don't know.
listen, this is what's so crazy about this story though. The driver, yesterday was his off day. They called him to work and he went in. The way I look at it, his ass should have stayed home. That's how I look at it.
Yes.
His ass should have stayed home. And I think the good Lord, saved his ass. There's some luck in that too. And it could have been the pilot too trying to maneuver, But again, how did the landing gear clip the fucking light pole? You know what I'm saying? Like how you flying too low, bro? Was the pilot high? Was he drunk? Was he tired? What's going on? Either which way, that brother is gonna get paid. He gonna get paid.
Maybe the plane wanted some van ass or something.
Really? Really? Hey guys, thanks for coming. Show's over. Good night. Talking about the plane needed some air. What? You all right? How many Tylenols did you really take before the show? Huh?
650. So I'm good.
You sipping too?
No.
Sure, let me see. I see a bottle, it's a glass over there. Y'all, did y'all hear that? Yo, you all right? Are you okay?
Ooh, let's get it.
Let me touch your forehead. Let me see if you all right. You ain't warm over there. All right, y'all. So you ready? You ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready
Oh,
for
hold
the
on.
bullshit.
You didn't get to ask me how my weekend going.
How
Yeah,
was
Miss.
your week?
Yeah, so it's all about y'all, huh? It's just about women, just asking women how was y'all day. We don't get nothing. We don't get asked. This is crazy. And I was just about to say, ladies, let me know if y'all had a good weekend. Angie, baby, Nikki, baby, Jules, cook. What? Who's it again? What is it? Cooking with
That's a
Kaya.
man. That's a man.
Oh, well, cooking with whoever, whatever. I don't know. VSOP, salute, peace and salute. So let me tell you. So my weekend was crazy. It was funny, right? So I said this a little earlier. I summons a lot of people from New York. Maybe I could summons them again, right? Come on, New Yorkers. Come on in, please. I summoned y'all earlier. Please come in. The live. So, anyways, you know, I'm a Boston fan. Boston versus everybody. So the Celtics lose Saturday. So my homie's like, yo, let's take a ride with me. So we take a ride. We go around the TD Garden, after the game. And don't you know, there's a lot of Celtics on Celtics crime, right? So fans of the Boston Celtics is fighting each other. Then they stopped fighting each other and started fighting the Philadelphia 76ers fans because they disrespecting our statues, right? So they getting their butt whooped, and all of a sudden, someone is getting, and I'm like, yo, this is crazy. What is going on here? They stabbing somebody up? This is crazy. People are getting stabbed up over a damn sports game. It's crazy. Real crazy. But yeah, um, that was it. No, you need a Tylenol too. Oh, I need a Tylenol too. I guess because this one sitting
Yeah.
dancing and doing whatever doing over there. I think she's high. That's what I think. Next time,
I
read the instructions. I think you take two or one is what you're supposed to take. No more than that. Okay, no more than that.
I am not high. I just live happy and I float on love all the time. You know that.
I don't know nothing. I don't know. Me no know nothing. Me know nothing. Okay.
I'm
Me
on a
know nothing.
love frequency all the time.
Well, I'm gonna have my Haitian accent come out. Me no no. Me no. Me not know nothing. Me no speak English. Okay. Me speak no English. Okay. But yeah. So you want to get into it?
I am ready.
All right. Well, we can roll the clip, y'all. Real or fake, y'all? Let us
Real or
know.
fake?
Let us know.
Awful lot of coincidences on the third assassination attempt of the president. So first, before all the shots rang out,
Let's play the lady
well, if you're
first.
behind on all that, I'll catch you up in 1 second. But listen to what she says right here. Not just what she says, what else she's doing. This was right before the shots started going off in the assassination attempt, which by the way left the shooter unalived. They say, but how did he get there? Again, how does that keep happening?
Ready to rumble, is he not?
He is ready to rumble. I will tell you, this speech tonight will be classic Donald J. Trump. It'll be funny. It'll be entertaining. There will be some shots fired tonight in the room. So everyone should tune in. It's going to be really great.
Y'all, what in the world are the possibilities? She said there'll be some shots fired while throwing up that 666.
Classic Donald J. Trump. It'll be funny. It'll be entertaining. There will be some shots fired tonight.
Y'all, really, what are the possibilities of both of that happening at the same exact time? Of course, all hell is breaking loose. It'd be one thing if it was like, shots fired alone, but when she's flashing the 666 while, and this is the third time that this has happened. Am I reaching, or does this feel extremely odd to you too? Let me know. And again, the most protected man in the entire world, and this keeps.
That was wild.
Yeah, it's no like my homie Cameron would say, that was no coinky dink.
She was
No
throwing up
coinky
gang
dink.
signs.
No coinky dink. You saying she a blood?
Nah, she's a demon. She's throwing up a little 666.
Yeah, that's the Bloods. The Bloods throw that. And Bostonians do that too. We throw this up, but that means nothing for blood. It means Boston, and the three fingers is for three stripes, Adidas. That's what that's for. But yeah, just weird that she said that. It's not weird, but she knew what was gonna happen. She was just letting people know, like, yeah, get ready for the show, you know? It's crazy though. But yeah,
She was throwing out some real live ass subliminals.
yeah, she was letting them know. She was letting them know, especially
And
when
she
she
was
said,
excited.
especially when she said there's gonna be some shots fired. The guy just started laughing like, ha ha ha, shots fired. You know what I mean? Like
Uh,
they knew.
Angie
They,
Baby said it was fake. She said how convenient.
hmm And you know what's so crazy too about this whole thing? I know we got more clips we're gonna play. Is that people are saying, oh, they did a bad acting job. If you watch it, to me, the download that I receive and I get is that it's a bad acting job on purpose. They letting you know to your face we can do a bad job. Like these people could spend a good month, a good budget and give you a real show. They do that on purpose because again, look when it happened and look, are they talking about it anymore? No, they're not. So that's the whole point to me. They could do a bad job. They could let you know, they have to let you know what they're gonna do, according to them. What are you gonna do about it? You know what I'm saying? Type of shit. So people are like, oh look, they took JD Vance out the room first before Trump. That's all by design, man. It's all by design, you know. What y'all feel about it?
I know
What
I
do you-
personally felt like they just don't give a fuck about us. It's like whatever. We
Of
don't care
course.
what y'all people think.
That's my whole thing.
This
That's
is
my
the
whole thing.
Truman Show.
Right. That's my whole thing. That's why they do what they do. Because it's like, yo, they're gonna eat this up anyways. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the ones who are awake will see the BS and be like, get this out of my face. You know what I'm saying? But the ones who still sleep, who's programmed, who's zombied out, you know what I mean? As you would say, misinformed, or the believers, they gonna eat that up, you know? I had people telling me, sending me stuff like, oh, look what just happened. I'm like, so your emotions is in this? Because they believe it. It is what it is, man. It's different souls for different folks, you know?
VSOP says they don't even talk about the war anymore.
Exactly. Exactly. You know? But I see a bunch of video of people complaining about gas and they still going to these gas stations, still buying all these high price meat and food and all this other shit. And that's the sad part. People are still partaking in this shit and just complaining, but nobody's really like saying, you know what? Let's not go to their gas stations. Let's not do this. Ain't nobody ready for that.
What's the alternative?
From what? Don't partake in it. I just told
Okay,
you. Huh?
don't partake, and then it's good that you're saying don't partake, but if I don't partake, then how am I surviving? You got a plan for that?
What do you mean? I mean, I've been telling people, yeah. Every time you go to the grocery store, wherever you get your food from, buy extra stuff, things that won't go bad, canned foods, whatever you need to do. Yeah, we eating cans of beans, nigga.
So how am I commuting to work?
What do you mean? How you communing to work? Fuck work too. We protesting against everything. We shutting
Uh,
everything down.
okay, so I'm not working.
Nope.
Where am I getting the money to buy the food?
You should have money saved up.
But what if I'm living paycheck to paycheck?
Oh well, that's a you problem. I don't know.
No,
Yeah.
I'm just asking. Like, I mean,
Hey,
it's
listen, I
dope.
get it. I get it. I just said the gas. You went to the extreme talking about your job and all this other shit. I'm just talking about the gas. If you keep going to these gas stations to fuel up, and people are saying they getting corn, what is it? Corn oil or whatever is being mixed with the gas and all this other shit. It's like watered down and all of that. Then why you still going? Or they getting foam in the gas tanks. That's what I meant to say. Foam. They're not really getting gas. They're getting foam where it's burning fast. So why are we still going to the gas stations? Again, I've said this and I'll say it again, right? They said this government took a bad hit when the Rosa Parks thing happened, right? A lot of us melanated folks, copper folks said, you know what? We're not getting on nobody's bus. they took a big loss. People was walking to work. That's what they did back then. I know it's different times. Negroes is gonna be like, oh hell nah. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody gonna walk. We in the time where we pampered. Nobody wants to walk. Nobody wants to do this. Nobody wants to do that. Niggas is barely washing their dishes, let alone walking to work. I know I could not do, partake in nothing. I can't speak for nobody else. You know what I mean? You know that. I train my body. I be fasting. So I could go without no food. As long as I got fluid, that's all I need. Got some water, I'm good. I'm Gucci. Niggas that eating 3 meals a day, snacking in between, I feel bad for y'all when shit hit the fan. Mm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. All right. So I guess everybody need to break out their bikes to get to their employer.
Yeah, there you go. Goddamn right. Goddamn right. So
Oh,
you just answered your own question.
no.
You said no.
So would you consider coming down here and I get on the back of a bike and you bike me to my career?
I'm gonna ignore that. I'm gonna silence.
That's actually a great business idea though.
Mm. Yeah, okay.
To create those well, I don't even know what they're called, but you have is operated by bikes and people just sit in the back.
You talking about the dudes that be in like Times Square in New York? Them little carts the people get in and they ride the bike.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
All right, well go hire one of them. Tell them to come down to where you at and take you to work every day.
That's an excellent business plan. That'll alleviate, the need for gas. Ooh. Trump, I hope you're not listening, y'all. I hope they're not listening.
But
Well,
they're
they
selling
always
electric
listening.
bikes. They saying people are getting rid of cars. They're getting electric bikes and shit like that. So I got a homie who got one. He got an electric bike. You know what I mean?
Unless that's the ploy for electric cars. I'm not sure if electric cars still need gas, but maybe that's what the push is.
Well, some of the electric cars do take gas. Some of them do take gas.
Mm. All right.
You know what I mean? So yeah.
So are you running the next clip?
Go ahead.
Security dog for the president, remember this is the president's security. Now watch how he pushes or pulls the dog out the way. He's looking through the door. He can see a man running with a gun. But he pulls and walks away as the man runs through with a gun. I mean, come on. You're telling me that's real? Just do this again. The security guy with the security dog, he's staring at the door, basically watching the guy, Cole Allen, run at him with a gun. And instead of panicking, he just calmly moves out the way for him whilst he runs through for, the worldwide scene. I don't know. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Definitely sketchy if you ask me. So, as always, just for entertainment, this was clearly a real incident and, there's an explanation behind that, of course, as there always is. I'm just a satire account, and I'm as fictional as a dinosaur, baby. One more time. Oh no, come on.
All that security for nothing. That shit, you could see that was a setup. That shit is it's like how I used to hate whenever you heard MASH coming on, you like, man, it's bedtime. I'm not watching this boring ass TV show. This shit was just as bad. That shit was bad. How is the cop or security with the dog, watch him go in the room, have stood by the doorway watching him the whole time, and then just nonchalantly pulled the dog as he's turning around, and then as the guy runs out the room, then turns around. Like, what? Come on. Come on. Then you find out the guy's background and all this other. It's like, come on now. What are we talking about? You know what I mean? He's wearing an IDF. I don't know if anybody know what IDF is. That's the Israel Defense Force. They train soldiers and officers and all this other shit. He's wearing that T-shirt, but then he used to work for NASA. It's just too many things that, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's just, again, nothing is a coinky dink. You know what I mean? It's not a coinky dink. It's just things that make you go, hmm. So Negroes in the street, Negroes is getting shot left and right, right? Every city across the United States getting shot for nothing, no guns, nothing at all. This guy is in this area and he don't get hit. They didn't blow his top off. Come on. No scratches, no bruises, no nothing. If you want to read that, you can read that. If you wanted to read that.
No, I just put it up on the screen.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Nikki Baby got a lot of emojis on there, so
Okay.
but when I look at this video, okay, so as just a
Mhm,
regular human being, right?
mhm,
You see somebody, I don't care where you are. You can be in the hood, you can be in the suburbs, you can be in the mall, you can be anywhere, right? If you
mhm.
see somebody running with a gun, they're not even reacting as if they're surprised or startled by a person that's just running with a
Correct.
gun.
That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Correct.
You're not startled.
Yeah.
And then when he came through the door, it was funny because the officer is like looking at him run through the door, but then he's just like, let me move out of his way because I
Yeah.
don't
He
give a
don't let the
shit.
dog. That's what I'm saying. He turned
Yeah,
nonchalantly, like, because the
I
guy
don't
comes
care.
from the guy comes from over here, out of the screen, right? Comes from out of the screen, goes into that door. He watch him go in the room. Then he nonchalantly turns away as he's running out the room. It doesn't make no sense.
It
It don't.
doesn't.
And
And then the other officers on the side, they
correct.
come towards the door after he's through. Like if you're afraid, because they look afraid running towards the door. But if he's running towards you, wouldn't you run the away
Listen,
from him, not
I would
towards him?
I would
It
have popped
just
his ass. I would have popped his ass in the back. That's what I'm saying. The
well,
egg in the back popped him. All of these guys, I don't know if I sent you this other footage, but there's another footage that shows a more wider frame, right? A more wider picture than this right here. And out of all of the people that's in there, I think it's like 15 people, 15 officers or security that's in the room. Only one of them, as he's running, he pulls out his gun and he actually shoots. You see the gun fires. But it's like, yo, how you missed the dude?
that's the
Point
next
blank.
video. Yeah,
Huh? Okay.
that's on your next
Okay. All
video.
right. Yeah,
But
like
you
come
did
on.
see him with a gun. I did see a dude with a gun,
Yeah.
but still,
They
it's
all
I
got
don't know.
guns. They all got guns.
It's
This
just
dude,
bizarre.
the only dude I could see like not reacting until he came by is the guy that was putting the metal detector down. He's the only one that's like doing enough that's could be distracted, right? You see what I'm saying? But the guy who was at the door with the K9, that made no sense. This is what I'm saying. It looked like they knew what was gonna happen. That's why when you say, yo, their reaction ain't matching, that's what I'm saying. When you see this, it doesn't make no sense. Because again, let's just say this is a store, right? And you're at the front door. You're about to enter and you see somebody running out the store with a rifle, you're gonna be like, oh shit. You get what I'm saying? Like your reaction is gonna be like, oh, you know what I mean? You're gonna jump, you're gonna move out the way, you're gonna be like, oh shit, as he runs past you because he's not doing nothing to you, but he just runs out the store. Your second reaction is gonna be like, I'm calling 911. You see what I'm saying? Like you're gonna be doing something. Everybody is just on chill mode there. Even the guy with the dog doesn't say, hey yo, what you doing? Like yelling, he doesn't scream, he doesn't say nothing at all.
Yeah, but why isn't the dog barking?
That too. Or why don't he let the dog go after his ass? You see what I'm saying? Like, why don't he let the dog go to get him? Why don't he say them German trigger words to where the dog, gets after him? That's what I'm saying. It's just, come on. When you see it, it's just like, oh man, really? And like I said, I feel like they did a bad job on purpose because it doesn't matter. We're in that time now, you know. We're in these eras and time where people are gonna eat it up and believe it. You know what I'm saying? It just again, you know.
Hope they prepare. Say I'm not sold on this either.
Correct.
Foolishness.
Salute, salute, hope. Yeah, man. Again, this is what I'm saying. The ones who can see things and you don't even got to be from the trenches, but you just know these is not normal reactions. You know what I'm saying? It's just not normal how the cop with the dog is just nonchalant. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on now. What? And this is supposed to be the president's like not too far away. Come on. And then they say the guy traveled from California or Chicago on a train with these guns. How you get on the train with all of that? How that happen?
That is a lie.
Of course it is. Of course it is. It doesn't make no sense. But again, we're in a time where there's people that's gonna believe it. That's the problem. That's why they did a shitty job. People are like, oh, with all the they did it on purpose though. That's the whole thing. You know what I mean? He already got you twice. He got people, especially with the ear thing. Nigga's ears is fine. He just had a band-aid 2, 3 days later. He had a band-aid on his. Oh shit. That
Hope
shit is
they
funny.
repair. Said remember their only description of this guy was a 30-year-old male from CA.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This is crazy, man. Like even Trump and Melania, when you see that scene where the guy is showing them the phone or the card or whatever, and then Melania turns around, you hear doo 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 doo. It just sounded like somebody just shot 3 times or 4 times, and then they all reacting all extra late, like they late with it. You get what I'm saying? They was waiting for somebody to
Delayed.
say action, you know,
Right.
but they're like, okay, after you hear the shots, we want y'all to react. But then when you watch the full footage of every stuff, it's only a couple of people that's ducking down. Everybody's still eating. Some people are sipping. Some people are standing up, looking around. Who's doing any of that if you know that you hear shots being fired? Come on, man. Shit is just funny, man. It's a circus, man. It's a show, you know? Yeah.
Listen, if you in the chat, what do y'all think? Let us know what your thoughts are. I mean,
Facts.
this is all bullshit to me.
Correct. Correct.
And
You know what
I
I'm saying?
did see the video of them in the main hall, in the dining hall, and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it just looked
Right.
like they was watching a movie, like it was like it was a movie. They just
Correct.
looked
Correct.
around and just kept. Nobody got up and ran. No one had a knee jerk reaction to go
Correct.
under the table, flip a table, run,
Correct.
get the
None of the
president out.
dramatics.
None of it.
Yeah,
It
there was
was
no
just like, what
dramatic.
is
What about the footages that showed in the hallway, right? There's a black security with a white shirt. He's just walking. You could tell he got the memo. He's like, man, I'm not running for shit. Then they show you police officers who's jogging. So this was supposed to be a high tense moment. And Negrums is walking around. You got a bunch of people set up in the right places, video recording shit. You see what I'm saying? But there's an active shooting or shooter. Like, what are we talking about? Come on, man. Our high school, listen, our elementary fire drills was more dramatic than this scenes. Like, what are we talking about? Guys, okay, we just did a walkthrough. Now we're going to ring the bell and we want y'all to get to it. We need to get outside across the street from the school on the grass. Remember the fire drills? And then they ran the real drill. And then the real fire trucks will really come. And then they take their time. It's about 10, 20 minutes. And then hey, guys, you could go back in. All right, lunchtime. You're like, word, I got good snacks. I'm about to eat. Our fire drills well, at least I don't know about nobody else, but our fire drills in elementary was more dramatic than this. Facts. Real dramatic.
Talib say I think it's a psyop.
Of course it is. Of course it is. That's the whole point. It is.
Yeah,
And
but it's
people are
just
eating
so
it up.
bizarre. It's like, we were drilled throughout our childhood. If you see a gun or hear a gun, to do what? Get down.
Get down, get
Nobody's,
low.
you
Yeah,
were trained that it's just
correct.
second nature. No one got down.
And that's my point. People were still eating, sipping their wine, champagne, like it's just a normal day. Like, again, I guess they didn't get the memo. I don't know. That's why I said it just was maybe they didn't because there was a lot of reporters there too. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. So again, I don't think they got the memo. I think a few people know what was supposed to happen. But the rest of the folk that was there, it's the same thing when he supposedly got grazed in the air, same shit. There was people in the stand still sitting down, yeah, just chilling. You know what I mean? Then he had the time, like y'all didn't rush him out of there. He had the time to put up a fist and say, fight, fight, fight. And then the crowd's like, fight, fight. They cheering, they clapping. I was like, come on, man. What this shit is WWE'd out, man.
No, you know what it reminded me of now? I was just thinking about it in my head. You
Uh-huh.
ever been to those murder mystery dinners? That's what it looked like. Like they was at a murder mystery dinner and
Never
they
been
were
to one of those.
expecting like a crime
Only
to
you. I
happen.
bet you have been to several
Yeah,
of them.
I've been to a
Never.
murder
You
mystery
talking about
dinner
when you're
and it
supposed to
looks like
solve the
that.
mystery?
Right.
Oh no,
Yeah,
I
that's
never,
how they
never did that.
behave. They were looking around like it's a mystery. And
Hmm.
it's always that one main table of characters, which would be the president, and everybody else on
Hmm.
the other tables. And then the shots rang out, and then you look around and you solve the mystery. That's what it looked like, a murder mystery dinner.
Oh no, I never been to none of those. I never been to none.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
you should try one. It's super dope. I mean,
Mm.
I go for the entertainment to watch everybody else run around and and have my drinks, but that's what it looked like. They were sitting back for murder mystery, like who did it? The president, who was the killer?
Was you
Who did the
solving
shots?
mysteries or you was just there to get nice?
I was there getting nice. I didn't
Bet.
want to mess up my outfit and stuff my hair,
I
so I
bet.
just sat there
So
look
you go
nice.
into a murder mystery and you looking good when you supposed to be dressed in all black. Just some jogging, some sweats, so y'all could run, move around into different
Oh no,
rooms.
I had on the mini skirt and so high,
Oh,
and I would just sit there with my little cocktail. Like if I'm the villain, then get me, just get me because I'm sitting
typical
here.
women shit. Typical women. Supposed to be dressed comfortable, and you talking about some damn mini skirt. That is sad. What the hell is going on? Let's get to the next clip,
Next
baby.
clip.
Yeah. That note- on that note,
Okay, I'm just a little bit confused. So, Cole Allen, who tried to assassinate Donald Trump, apparently he wasn't shot during this event. Now, as you can clearly see in this footage, which I'm going to show you slowed down in a video just shortly, he is being looked at point blank range with a gun whilst running through with a rifle just meters away from the president. One thing to take note though, just look how many people aren't actually noticing this guy run through with a rifle. This is meant to be the presidency's security, remember this, right? Every single person bar this one person is staring at Cole Allen running through with a rifle. Now, let's watch this closely. As you can see, it says here, it's perfect timing, isn't it, as the magnetic meters go down. But watch as he runs through. This police officer right here, he literally shoots him point blank in the face. Watch, as you can see, the gun is about to shoot. You can see the, look, bang, shot. That is a gunshot, point blank. But apparently, Cole Allen didn't get shot. And this is the undeniable bit, isn't it? Like, you can literally see a police officer staring at Cole Allen when he walks out the way and lets Cole Allen walk through with the rifle. Like, that would not happen if that was a real security. Like, come on. You literally watch him walk into the room right there, And then a few seconds later, he comes running out with this rifle like a movie scene, and the police officer and the police dog just walk away and let him run free. And now, come on. I mean, you're trying to tell me that the security for the president are this lazy that only one person out of about 15 are actually taking notice of a guy running through the security with a rifle towards the president. You know, most definitely.
It's comical, man. It's Comedy Central. This shit is laughable. It's funny.
It's
Don't
a
make no
murder
sense.
mystery. I keep telling you, it looks like a murder mystery to me.
That shit makes no sense. The guy shoots him point blank range, and you miss.
That's blanks. That's a murder mystery.
I
They
know that's
all
blanks. I know that's blanks. Listen, if somebody was like that close and you miss, oh, get the hell around me. I don't want you around me when shit hit the fan. You can go on the other side. You're not gonna be on my team missing that close.
okay. So I want to know what the hell happened to his clothes. Like, how do you go
Exactly.
from being fully clothed, running through a thing with a gun, to being ass naked on the ground?
And then you don't see the cops behind, like that's in the photo. They just like chit chatting with each other. It's not dramatic. It's not like they pinned him down. There's a whole bunch of them. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like that's
And
what we
where's the
see.
gun?
Come on, man. Exactly. I mean, listen, man. When I say
Did the
bad,
gun come in the box? You saw the
listen.
long box, look like it
Yeah,
could
I
carry
know.
the gun.
Listen. When I say it's bad, it's just bad. They listen. That's this is what I'm trying to say. They couldn't do this type of shit in the 90s, right? Let's just say we had all the technology. They wouldn't have been able to do it. They could do it now because again, you got a bunch of sheeples just walking around like do 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 do. So people will see that and really believe that. This is what I'm trying to tell you. So they don't have to put in effort to really give you a real show. You know, they don't have to. Because I keep watching a bunch of videos besides these ones that I sent to you. I watch a lot of video where people are like, just, oh my God, how did he get by all the security? How did he get in the building? And I'm like, come on, man, really? You really asking this question? And they serious when they say we're asking these questions. I'm like, yo, everything was set up. He was supposed to be there. How you think he got in the building? Come on, man. All this
Hope
security. Go ahead.
hope they prepare say sure he's of the Allen clan, look Middle Eastern to me.
Mm,
And then he also said no knee kneeling.
mm. To me, he looks again, like Talib said earlier, when I look at these things, number one, psyop. Two, um, he don't look Middle Eastern to me. He looks biracial to me. I'll say that. He looks more biracial to me than Middle Eastern. You know what I mean? He looked like somebody is white in the fan. One of his parents is white, and the other one is black. That's what that looks like to me. You know what I mean? You do what you will with the black and white. That's a symbolic symbolism. We see it in rap videos, music videos, you know, and stuff like that. So
How do you know it's not AI generated? Because I would think a computer wouldn't be able to really fully
who?
grasp computer emotion. So that's why everybody in the background of the scenes don't know how to act because it's
Mhm.
computer generated. All of it.
Listen, I wouldn't rule that out. I definitely wouldn't rule that out. But I think those were real, actual people. You know what I'm saying? Again, the guy's supposed to be there. It's a show. They told us, it's going to be a great show. Shots going to be fired. I mean, they gave you the rundown. It's like you watching a TV show with somebody, but it's something that you've seen. And while your friend or family member is watching the TV show, and you already telling them what's the next scene gonna be. Oh yeah, Tyrone's about to get shot. He's gonna get shot in the back of the head, and then his girl's gonna run out, and they're looking at you like, really? I didn't see this. Can I
Mm.
watch it? You know what I mean? But you giving them the whole rundown. That's all. Again, these people are not. Remember, he kept stressing central actors, central actors. Remember that? I don't know if you remember what that is. And that's an actual thing. Central actors. You know, I learned when the marathon bombing happened in Boston, crisis actors. There's people running away from the explosions that was going off, but then you got a group of people that's running towards it. When now military people ain't running towards no explosion. How is regular people hearing explosions? You got people running this way, they're running towards where the explosion, and then next thing you know, cameraman comes, takes the photo. Somebody acts like their leg was blown off, and listen, I'm not even gonna get to the whole spiel. Y'all can look this up. For those who, if you didn't do a deep dive and go down that rabbit hole, go down the rabbit hole of the marathon bombing. Yeah, the little boy that they said, he's from my city, Dorchester. All of this, come on. Alex Jones was exposing all of that. Same thing with the Sandy Hook. Alex Jones was like, yo, none of them children that they showed is unalive. They was at one of the Super Bowls, and I think it was one of the Patriots Super Bowls at halftime. Every single child picture that they showed was at that Super Bowl. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is, man. I don't know. Like I said, man, it's a bunch of psyops, man. It's a bunch of, again, emotions, feelings to get, they fiend off of that. To get you,
Mm.
and then again, mainstream news, their control, they got to run with the propaganda. They got to run with the agenda. They got to go with the fear mongering. They have to do that, you know? So,
So you think they crisis actors? I don't know. It kind of remind me of them bad 80s video games, like a better version of it. You know how
hmm
you used to play
hmm
those shooting games and
hmm
the guy with the dog will walk to the door just like that and then turn around and walk away and then walk
yeah,
back.
yeah. No, I know, I
That's
know.
what it reminds me of,
Well, they could be
like
NPCs,
a video
non-player
games.
characters. They could be NPCs, non-player characters. It's actually people like that that's walking amongst us. Not just the reptilians and all this other stuff. There's NPCs walking amongst us too. So, you know,
All right. What do you guys think in the comment section? I see y'all looking. Give us your opinion.
yeah. Let us know. Let us know what y'all think. You know what I mean? Before we get into the next one, or we about to get into this real topic of the night. This dude is a piece of trash. Remember,
Yeah, BAN.
he all of that, man. He's a PDF file. You know what I mean? Definitely, he's a PDF file. He's a psychotic person. He's sick. He's wicked. I think he's a demonic person, satanic. I think all of that, all of the negative under the sun, he is that. He's a piece of shit. He's a real piece of shit, man. Listen, man. I got a daughter, man, and I don't even want to imagine. Oh, I would have to touch that dude for me. Oh, let me correct that before anybody try to clip that. I would have to put hands on that dude if this was my daughter. Seriously, I'd want my justice. People will be like, "Oh, that's not gonna bring her back and all that." I get it, but listen, I'd get some satisfaction. That's what people don't get. You know what I mean? This guy's a real nutcase. We can get into it, man. We can get into it. You
All
play the,
right.
yeah.
Oh, let me give you the recap. So, this brief basically lays out the state's entire theory of how, when, where, and why they say David killed 14-year-old Celeste and the evidence they say they have to support that claim. According to LAPD detectives, David and Celeste first met in January of 2022 when she was 11 years old. And by November of 2023, so almost 2 years later, that relationship turned sexual. And at that point, Celeste was 13 and David was 18. Now, within 3 months of that relationship starting, Celeste is reported missing by her family. And through the process of that missing persons investigation, law enforcement find David's phone number in Celeste's phone records. And so they give him a call on February 17, 2024. Now, according to this brief, on that call, David tells law enforcement that he last spoke to Celeste on February 13th or 14th. He also tells them he didn't know she was a minor and that he didn't know she was missing. Now, Celeste's family lived in Riverside, California, and so the Riverside Sheriff's Office is the one who called David. But after that phone call, Riverside calls LAPD and asks them to go by David's house to do a welfare check. So LAPD pulls up at David's house around 8:15, and again, they tell him Celeste is 13 years old and is a runaway. David again tells them he didn't know she was a minor, but this time he adds on that he's only met her once in person, and that was back in November of 2023, which again is the time law enforcement says their sexual relationship started. David apparently also shows law enforcement a yearbook photo of Celeste that he had in her phone, which is odd if you're trying to prove you don't really know her, but I guess. So this all happens in February of 2024, and Celeste goes back home that same month. And when she goes home, her parents take her cell phone away. But according to prosecutors and this brief, David allegedly paid a student in Celeste's class $1,000 to give her a cell phone that he bought her so the two of them could keep communicating. In April of 2024, 2 months after the first time she's reported missing, Celeste is reported missing a second time by her family. And according to this brief, she ended up spending most of the rest of that year with David. She was at his house during weekends in the summer. She traveled with him to Las Vegas, to London, and to Texas to meet his family. I'm sorry, this baby flew out of the country as a missing person? Or was she not missing by then? I have so many questions. Also, she met his family, as in his mama, his daddy. Y'all gonna go to jail. Now, as far as the evidence prosecutors say they start with text messages found on David's iCloud, where Celeste and David are talking about pregnancy, abortion, Plan B, and these messages include some explicit photos. And a specific text message that prosecutors highlight is one where Celeste tells David, quote, "All we do is have sex and just hang out. Man, I want more than that for myself." Where? So the brief says Celeste and David broke up in November of 2024, but that didn't stop the two of them from continuing to communicate and allegedly continuing to have sex. Okay, now let's move into what prosecutors say led up to Celeste's death. According to the brief, on April 22nd, 2025, David and Celeste got into a text argument about David's relationship with other women and Celeste's jealousy about those relationships. Apparently, in this text exchange, Celeste began threatening to end David's career and destroy his life by exposing the nature of their relationship. And for context, this argument between the two of them is happening 3 days before David's first album is set to release and 3 months before his first world tour. According to prosecutors, the day after this text exchange, David sends an Uber to pick Celeste up from her house, which they have the Uber records to support, and the two of them are communicating with each other the entire car ride. Celeste arrives to David's house around 10:10 p.m., and prosecutors believe within 20 minutes of her arriving to David's house, she was dead. And according to the documents, they believe that because at 10:30 p.m., David sent a text message to Celeste's phone asking her where she was. And prosecutors believe that this was a premeditated part of his plan to cover up what he did. Prosecutors say about an hour later, so around 11:30 p.m., David drove to Santa Barbara, which is about an hour and a half to 2 hours away from LA, to dispose of the evidence. And while he's driving, his records show that he's still texting and calling Celeste's phone, asking her where she is. Now, I know we are still very early in this case, but I am so curious the reason the defense is going to give as to why David drove to Santa Barbara at 11:30 at night. David's phone records and the records from his Tesla show him returning early the next morning, just in time for him to go to a radio interview promoting his new album and an album release party later that night. David sent Celeste's phone 2 more text messages throughout the day, but the brief says, quote, "Those texts obviously went unanswered because Celeste was already dead." And then after April 26, 2025, David never attempted to contact Celeste again. So that's what prosecutors say is the lead up to Celeste's death. But then the documents get a little more gruesome. According to this report, in the midst of David driving back from Santa Barbara, going to his radio interview and attending his album release party, he also apparently had time to order a shovel from Home Depot and have Postmates deliver it. A few days after that, he ordered 2 chainsaws, a body bag, heavy-duty laundry bags, and a blue inflatable pool, all on Amazon under the fake name of Victoria Mendez. And then a few months later, he ordered a burn cage from Amazon, which prosecutors also say was used to help him get rid of evidence. He also visited that Santa Barbara area at least 2 more times, and months later, Celeste's passport was found in that exact area. Now, I'm not going to get into the details of what prosecutors say David did with all those tools, but you can speculate and also read above. But generally, their claim is David dismembered Celeste's body inside of that blue inflatable pool and then placed her remains in bags and then put those bags in the trunk of his Tesla. And the dismembering of her body happened inside the garage of his house. And that's supported by DNA evidence that detectives later collected and matched to Celeste. Now, over time, as David allegedly has these bags of Celeste's body parts in his car, his house and his car begin to smell, because that's what happens when things decay. So friends, business associates, and others start to ask him about the smell. But according to this brief, he just continued to lie to these people. And then days before he's set to start his international world tour, he moves the Tesla from his house to a spot just around the corner where he parks it. And prosecutors confirm they have video surveillance that shows that he was the last person to drive this car. And as we all know, the car sits there for weeks until neighbors call the police to have it towed. And then on September 8th, 2025, LAPD is called out to that tow yard because of the smell that's emanating from the car. When LAPD pops the trunk, they discover Celeste's body in the bags. Now, it's worth noting, because I didn't make a video on the medical examiner's report, but the medical examiner and the prosecutors confirm 2 of Celeste's fingers were and still are missing. And one of those fingers was her left ring finger, which had a tattoo of David's name. And prosecutors say he got rid of those fingers to kind of distance himself from Celeste. So that's the recap on these documents and what the state planned to present at David's preliminary hearing, which, if you recall, David's attorney requested that he have a preliminary hearing in 10 days. However, on Wednesday, 2 days before the preliminary hearing was supposed to happen, David's team asked the judge for more time to review all of the evidence. Rest in peace to Celeste, and prayers for anyone who is having to learn about these gruesome details of the way this child.
Wow, wow, and more wow.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit. And he's dumb. And I'm glad he got caught because he's dumb. He had his cell phone with him when he drove 2 hours away, acting like he's looking for her, right? Then second of all, he's a real dummy because Tesla's got cameras all around them. They record everything. Okay. So I don't know where he put the fingers at, but if he didn't use the car to dispose the fingers, then they wouldn't find it unless they ask him. But everything else they could find because he had his phone with him, and he had the Tesla. And like I said, the Tesla records everything. It's got cameras all around it, like so. But yeah, he's a PDF file, man. He was messing with this girl since she was 11 years old, bro. Like, really? 11? And you knew it. And then when you got questioned by the cops, you lied and said you didn't know. Oh, yeah, you deserve everything you about to get.
He is so... I believe he's emotionless.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
To
do all of that. Yeah,
psychopath. Like I've told you before, I think the finger thing are souvenirs. That he probably hid somewhere. We probably will never know what he did with them, because even if he gets locked up, when he is released, I think he'll go revisit that. I already told you, that I believe
he ain't getting released.
If he doesn't get the death penalty, because I saw what they were trying for, but if he doesn't, and he gets released, he's going to go back and revisit those fingers, and he's going to probably kill somebody else. I already told you, if he was sinister enough to do this, I can only imagine what he's done on on his other tour dates. Like, he maybe not this severe, but maybe he's harmed other women, other young girls in different cities, and hopefully if he did, they come forward. Now, what really bothers me about this case And forgive me for my ignorance, but a burn cage? How do you even know about a fucking burn cage?
Yeah.
A young guy. That's something that I've never even thought about, knew about.
I ain't
I'm
never heard of that either.
Yeah, I'm almost half of 100, right? And I've never heard of going to Lowe's or Home Depot to get a burn cage.
Yeah.
You have to be a sick ass person to even have that thought cross your mind, like, how do I get rid of remains without people knowing? Ooh, a burn cage.
It's like I don't know if she said it. I was listening, but I know I was listening to Game being interviewed, and the rapper Game, and he was talking about, he heard that the net, he cut this off, right? And so Game was saying like, yo, I got a daughter. He was like, yo, I can't even imagine if she was unalive, but then to cut the head, he was like, yo, that's like you said, that's sick. And he said, yo, he would try to get some get back. He said the same thing I'm basically saying. You know what I mean? Again, people that's committing acts like that, dog, it's one thing to unalive somebody, but another to like just be cutting parts up because, you know what I mean? Like you trying to get rid of the person, or like I saw something like that where that happened to three members of a family by the husband or boyfriend. It was something like that where he was trying to fit everybody in barrels, and he only thought he came up with was cutting limbs off and stuff like that, but the barrels was too heavy, so he put them in the barrels and just left it in the apartment and took off like they wasn't going to catch up to him and find out it was. It's just, again, to do all of that, dog, you got no soul, man. You got no soul if you cutting up arms and legs and heads and stuff like that. You really ain't. Like I said, you ain't no, you ain't a human. You got no heart and you got no soul. Again,
It's Dahmer level type shit that he did.
I wouldn't be surprised if when you said, oh, you think he buried it. The first thing I've been thinking about is who's not to say that and it's funny you just brought up Dahmer, that he didn't eat it.
Probably he did something. It's something. And then to put her in a kiddie pool, it's like, what? You bought so much shit to just humiliate this girl and mutilate her corpse. You humiliated her in life and then you mutilated her corpse. You put her inside of a blue kiddie pool, and you took, because I read it, he had some type of sharp instrument and he stuck it in her intercostal spaces, which is between your ribs. Then you puncture her liver
Hmm.
and you watch her bleed out in a kiddie pool, and then you take a chainsaw, which is crazy.
Hmm.
Like, you wanted to get caught, and then you chopped her up with the chainsaw, and then the goal was to put her in the burn cage.
That's
So
my
what
point.
happened with the
That's my
burn
point.
cage? How did
That-
she end up in the trunk?
That's my point with this dude. It's just like, yo, you doing all of that. Um, for some reason, I think that he had to be doing this with someone else too. He had to get help. I don't know if he was doing this all. I'm not saying he can't do it all by himself, but he had to get some form of help. And whoever that friend is of hers, I mean, the non-friend of hers who took $1,000 just to give her the burner phone, you're to blame as well. The
I
parents,
don't
listen, man.
know.
Listen.
The
I,
parents, yes. The kid, I just think is a
well,
kid.
the parents tried. I mean, they took her phone away. He went and got a whole burner phone and gave it to her and sent in an Uber. But didn't they say they met him though? They met him.
Yeah, they met him. This, which is weird.
I mean, listen, man, psychos are like that though. He probably lied and said he was young. You know what I mean? Probably close to her age. Of course, he had to. You know?
Or either the parents gave up on trying to keep her away from him, and they realized that they really couldn't do
Mhm.
anything in that situation. So, if we can't beat him, let's join him, let's meet him and allow her to have like this pseudo relationship again, because she's like
Well, look what
11
happened though.
transitioning into a teenager.
look what happened because they wasn't more strict or they didn't put their foot down though. You know what I'm saying? Look what happened. Come on,
Yeah.
he's sending Ubers to pick her up, and the minute that she got there, he just started. So you didn't even, you didn't even love her down real quick. You just got
But
right
who's to
to it.
say they're still investigating this? In my mind, who's to say he didn't sleep with her after her death?
Hmm.
Because there are people that sleep with corpses.
I know.
So we don't know how this
Listen,
went.
that dude's sick, man. Anybody, listen, man. First and foremost, anybody that's being attracted and turned on by minors, you're sick. You know what I'm saying? You're real sick. You're demented. You need help. In third world countries, they castrate people like that. They stone people to death. Unalive them. You know, I feel like, yo, listen, they need to throw the book at this dude, man. Set an example for anybody him like that. Listen, man, that's why I said it needs to be some street justice for this clown. Don't put him in nobody's PC. Put him in population, and let's see how long he lasts in there. You know what I mean? Let's see how tough you are in there, because
He
you're gonna
going
be in
to
there
the
with.
psych ward. I'm
Listen,
telling you
man.
now.
I mean, of course, he's probably gonna. Of course, his defense team, or he might plead like insanity and all this other shit to get leeway. But nigga, he knew everything he was doing. You know what I mean? He knew
Well,
everything he was doing. But listen, man, to prey on a 11-year-old, and you were told in your private chat or the chat that she's 11, and you still continued talking to an 11-year-old, and you
that
are,
had on Hello Kitty shoes.
yeah, and
Like,
you a
give me
young
a
grown
effing
man.
break.
Yeah, you a young man, my nigga. You a young man. Come on, man. Go get some poom poom that's your age. You know what I'm saying? 1 or 2 years, 3 years the most young or whatever. But bro, that little girl, come on, man. Come on. Listen, man.
She was allegedly pregnant.
Yeah,
It's
I know.
circulating on the internet, which
Correct.
is
I was
even
gonna
more
let
sick.
the next video say that, but yeah, I heard that too. That she could have been allegedly pregnant too. That's what I'm saying. This dude, after you dealt with her, knowing that she's young, and I guess for whatever reason she said she's gonna expose you, and you said, you know what? Nah, I got my album coming out in 3 days, and I got a tour, and she's trying to stop my motion. Come on.
Mm.
Somebody was gonna tell. That shit was still. It was. Listen, man. I don't know, but he's just sick, man. That dude's sick though. Like I said, I just got this thing with PDF files, man. Like
Well, the new term is MAPS,
listen, maps, whatever.
minor attracted person.
Well, I call them PDF files. You know what I mean? That's what they saying. That's what I'm running with. Sounds good, but listen, these people are sick, and he needs to, like I said, needs hands to be hands, feet, elbows, headbutts. He needs all of that. I'm talking about knees straight to the nose, man. Like drive his face down and just smash him. Put him in the cell, like for real. Let's see how tough you are, buddy. Listen, man. This shit's crazy. We can go to the next footage, man. This shit is crazy. Y'all tell us what y'all think, man, in the chat. What y'all feel, how y'all feel about this story, man.
And this is all the information that I have so far. So somebody interviewed the lead detective on David's murder case. And basically what that detective said was the information that they have says that allegedly David had way more young girls than just Celeste. They also said that David had 2 mansions that he was renting. Allegedly in one of these properties, he had a 16-year-old girl that he was messing with. And in the other property, he had Celeste. But here's the reason why they said that David allegedly took that young girl's life. They're saying that Celeste was going to tell the world about David and her relationship before his album came out, and he didn't want that to happen. This is where everything takes a turn. They went through this man's iCloud and found out that this young girl, at some point, was pregnant by David. The information also states that this young girl had an abortion, which means somebody had to know that she was messing with David. So things moved forward, and the reason that things got bad is because apparently David was cheating. And aside from him cheating, Celeste wanted to let the world know that they were together. She wanted him and her to be an item, but apparently all he wanted to do was have sex with her. So they have this argument on April 22nd, 2025. And on April 23rd, 2025, well, you know what happened. Stabbed multiple times, finger cut off, etc., etc., etc. And this is all because he didn't want his reputation ruined. This is all because his album was about to drop. Mind you, this little girl was dismembered, put into a trunk of a Tesla, and apparently forgot about. Now we fast forward to September 2025. Toll Yard employees discovered a body in the trunk of a Tesla. Mind you, it was a smell. Flies flying around. And if you remember, people were saying that David probably wasn't the last person with the car. But surveillance says that David was the last person with that Tesla. This whole situation is sick. This girl's head was dismembered. Pinky was cut off. Ring finger cut off. This whole case is definitely going to be a Netflix movie. I'm going to end it with this video.
But it was no secret that she was with him. In fact, the school where she was
This shit is
going
sad.
wrote his management by email and said, paraphrasing it, there's a rumor that David might be involved in the disappearance of 13-year-old, Celeste Rios Hernandez.
This
If
shit
that's
is
true,
sad.
please make sure she gets home quickly. And she got home. She arrived the next day. And that email was received by his management company, and they did send it to him. I have proof of that. This is not the only girl he was involved with. Those underage. He's got Celeste at the old house, the one where they did that live stream, and he's got a
You got other young girls too. This is crazy. This dude's sick, man. Sick. Preying on these girls, man. It's crazy, man. Yeah, he got issues, man. He got problems. He deserves whatever comes to him, man. That's all I can really say, man. If I hear like, oh yeah, they got to him, they put hands and feet, and elbows on him, he deserves it, man. He deserves it. He deserves worse than that. You know what I mean? So somebody that don't mind doing something to him, or they'll do it to him. You know.
I think there needs to be a psychological deep dive. I think the parents, the family, I'm sure if they actually sat down and talked to them, they'll find out that he had psychopathic or sociopathic tendencies. Again, like I keep saying, I believe he got other victims.
I mean, like I told you, the how I got put onto it was a content creator did something about it. I guess was listening to the music and was like, yo, he was putting a lot of the stuff in the music before all of it happened. He used to go to school, he used to have friends, socializing and stuff like that. Then he started doing homeschooling, and that's when I don't know. He probably was already weird or already was a little tapped or on the spectrum or whatever the case may be. But yeah, man, like listen, this still don't, R.I.P. to Celeste, but that boy, man, he wicked, man.
Yeah.
He real wicked, for real.
But the chat is very quiet. I'm wondering what they're thinking. They're just like probably thrown back, but I do hope this end up being a Netflix movie.
That's what I was about to say, and I lost my train of thought. But
Yeah.
Net or Lifetime. Lifetime probably do
Yeah,
something on it. You know what I
Lifetime.
mean? Yep, one of
But
them took the stations. But go ahead.
add in his childhood, because I bet there is a dead cat or dead dog involved, or some type of weird fire. He did something. There are signs and indicators that lets you know that a child is not well adjusted, or they're not all there. So I'm sure he has something, some type of indicators, because keep it real, as a parent, your child, you know which one is the different one that may need help. And this just goes back to us, as I can't speak for other people, I can speak for my people. Mental health and recognizing who needs services. A lot of times we don't do a deep dive on our kids. We don't take them, talk to them, and get them the help that they need to prevent a lot of these things. Like the world may not know your kid is off, but
Yeah, yeah. Well, some
And
people
I'm
be in
saying
denial
that.
though. Some people be in denial. You know what I mean? Like some people be in denial. Some people think, kind of like, it's like mental health is a big thing that's talked about nowadays. I never heard none of that back in the 80s and 90s. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was coming up, I didn't hear none of that. It was just like, oh, you knew if somebody was off. It was like, oh, oh, so and so is weird, or they're a little off, or we would say out here that person's tapped. Like, yo, Tyrone's tapped, Lisa's tapped. You know what I mean? That means they wasn't all there. There's some loose screws or whatever. That's another word. Nobody was talking about no mental health. You know what I mean? That's the sad part. You know.
Yeah, well, it's a good time to start because those tapped people, or the tapped people, as you
Hmm.
say,
Hmm.
are the ones that's out here doing things and we're letting them roam around in society and community. I mean, why can't we be proactive? Why do we have to wait for something to actually occur before we start, policing the person?
Correct.
We need
Correct.
to reel that person in beforehand.
Correct. Correct.
Maybe if David's parents would have got him help. And I'm not just saying this just to be blowing smoke. I have a child that's schizophrenic. And I'm a very proactive parent. When I saw that my child was off, it is what it is. It's time to get some help. It's time to
Yeah.
do something before, he harms someone else or someone harms him.
Hmm.
And I think, we need to start to do that. Because Celeste, imagine if his parents would have did what they needed to do. That's one intervention. They could have got him off the streets, got him to help, and this wouldn't happen. Or if
Hmm.
Celeste's parents would have saw that their child was just fast as shit.
Yeah.
Not to say she
Because
died because she
mhm,
was fast, but they should have
yeah.
did something as parents to kind of policed her a little bit better.
That's what I feel. I'm not gonna fully, say it was completely their fault, but again, you said it basically is have conversations with your children. You know what I mean? I know I do with mine. I shared that with you. I'm like, hey, y'all go to school, y'all, anybody touching, if anybody touch y'all weird or where they're not supposed to, you know what I'm saying? Let your moms know, let me know, so that way we can, handle that, you know, and stuff like that. So again, even if it might feel uncomfortable, we have to nowadays, especially nowadays. You know what I mean? Um, I don't recall my parents talking to us about stuff like that. You know what I mean? When I was coming up. So, but again, we're in a time where there's things being more exposed. I feel like it's like at school they should be putting cameras up. That's what I feel inside the classrooms, so you could see what's going on. You know what I mean? And parents having access, and stuff like that. That's why me, I'm involved. I got a text today like, hey, on the 14th. We're going on another field trip. We would like you to attend. You know what I mean? My daughter's teachers, my son's teachers, they have my phone number. They can reach me. I call them. Again, everything. That's why they say everything starts at home. You know what I mean? So you don't just be asking your child, hey, how was school? And that's that. And again, we're in a time where people are working, people barely have time for themselves. So they're not even interacting with their children. They don't got time to be cooking food. They come home, take a shower, eat, and go to sleep to repeat the same shit again. You know what I mean? So there's no interaction, you know? And now
Mm.
they're using social media to get at the minors. They're using Roblox, all these video games. You know what I'm saying? To communicate. You know what I mean? These people are doing all this crazy shit. I told you the little white boy who got like 6 of these PDF files to get arrested, and Roblox, I guess, went into a judge and told the judge like, yo, this dude is messing up our business, and they sent the kid a cease and desist letter, and then deactivated his YouTube channel. Why? Because he's
Mm.
catching them. Yeah. And then somebody told me, not somebody told me, they sent me a video of How to Catch a Predator. Why that show went off air. The last episode was a judge who got caught, and they stated to the judge in the text 3 times. There was a little boy. He said, I am only 12 years old or 13. And the judge says, well, the younger, the better. So the judge knew, and they went and when they went to his house to go arrest him, he unalived himself. Yeah. Yep. He didn't want to face the fire. But yeah, a man who's supposed to, they said he was locking people up for the same shit he got caught doing. Come on, man. Yeah. So make that make sense. Yeah. You know, a judge who's dusting people for getting caught for that shit, he's involved in it. Yeah, that's why they shut that show down. You know, I forgot who sent it to me, but somebody sent it to me. And just like how this black dude was narrating, it was a black dude. He said, this is why they took the show off air, because it was a police officers, it was prominent people getting caught. You know how to catch a predator. They has the regular Joes and this and that, but majority, if you watch the show, because I used to watch it, it was people in, you know, had good jobs, people that's supposed to be respected, trusted, and all this other stuff. They're getting caught, you know, with minors, you know, so. Yeah, man. It's crazy, man. And you know, especially in this country, they don't think that these people have a problem. They'll tell you, hey, they normal. And when I got this video, I should send it to you. I gotta send it to you. But this lady's talking and basically saying that they normal and we need to treat them right and not discriminate against them. She's talking about PDF files that we need to treat them like normal people. Shit is crazy, man.
Actually, the push for them, they're called maps. If you want to look it up, MAPs. They actually have a movement out here to have themselves legalized as such and to receive help, like your
Mhm.
taxpayer dollars to go towards getting them help. And they're
That's
saying
crazy.
it's okay for them to be that way as long as they don't
Correct.
act on it. And it's bizarre.
This is what I'm
It's
trying to
such a
say.
bizarre thing.
Yeah, this is what I'm trying to say. See, and this is the other thing too, how I feel. It's like, okay, he gets locked up, right? He goes to prison for that. Prison doesn't rehabilitate nobody. You get what I'm saying? So all you do is you go in as whatever you go in. Sometimes you get worse because you around worse people. They telling you, oh, which how you get caught. Oh well, next time not to get caught, you need to do this. Leave your phone at home. You know, don't drive no Tesla. You know what I'm saying? Cover your face and you know all that other shit. It don't. Listen, they need real help. They need to be studied. You know what I mean and stuff like that. Like you said, you know. But again. I think I told you that the Republicans try to pass a bill about the PDF files, and not one Democrat signed off on the bill. Yes, to really like put them behind bars for a long time. Not one Democrat signed off on that bill. Yeah, so this is what I'm trying to tell you. Whether it's
I
Democrats, Republicans, liberals, they all involved in that. It ain't just no Epstein and all this other stuff.
I will like to impart some wisdom to these parents. If you're a parent, a grandparent, or whatever, you're just concerned about children, take a look at the Megan's list in your area. I know where I work, the police force actually walk the neighborhood, and each time there is a a map or a child offender in the neighborhood, or a person that harms women, in general, they'll knock on the door and actually give you a paper letting you know. Now, this place where I work in Wilmington, there's two halfway houses on each end of the block. So we get them all the time. Be mindful about where you're moving and who's in your area. You got to be really proactive. These people, it's their job literally to come after your children. So you have to make it your job to look out for them. You got to be just as diligent as they are. You know what I mean?
Well,
Literally. So
well,
just go
there's
online to the Megan's list and just look. If you moving or you purchasing a home or whatever it is, check out the demographics of your area, because you don't know what you might move around. And especially if you living in the urban areas, our areas.
Mhm.
you'll find that a lot of these halfway houses are placed there.
Mm. Yeah, of course. It's always in the hood. There's definitely apps too that, besides the one that you mentioned. I never heard of that one. But there's other ones too that you could tap into, and you just put your address and it will tell you, if there's one a street over from you or on the same street as you, across the street, next door, all this other shit too. So again, it's just about being mindful. And again, if you got little ones like I do, you gotta conversate with them. Hey, listen, if a stranger comes up to you and say, "Oh, your daddy and your mommy told me, to come pick you up," don't listen to them. You know what I mean? If we're not telling you, hey, so and so's picking you up, don't go. Cause I know that's how it was for us when we was coming up. My moms and my pops was at work. They told us, don't open the door for nobody unless it's someone that family member or a friend of the family. Other than that, if it's somebody talking about, oh, they with the gas company and all of that, don't let nobody in and don't open the door. Say through the door while the door is shut, say, hey, my parents ain't home, come back at a later date when they are home. So
Right.
you know what I
And
mean.
I agree. And David, this case is the worst case scenario. Sometimes the map could come like the one came to me, a teacher, and I was a 15-year-old girl. He wasn't trying to kill me, he just came in friendship and saw, some things.
Mhm.
I guess he profiled me
Mhm.
and built a relationship with me. So
Mhm.
you just gotta really just get to know your children, build relationships with them. This David thing
Mhm.
is sinister. Worst case scenario, but these people move. They're always moving. They're always after your children, your
Mhm.
girls, your boys.
Right.
Just build the
The
relationships.
shit is going on everywhere though, man. It
Yeah,
ain't
it
just,
is.
it ain't just out here. It's going on everywhere. You know what I mean? So, again, having conversations, man, even if it is a, uncomfortable conversation, you at least, want your children to be able to tell you certain things. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, when they off at school, they away from us. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what's going on in that building, and it doesn't even necessarily need to be a teacher. It could be another student. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
stuff like that. And it could be a student in their classroom and stuff. I remember my daughter was telling me about a boy touching a girl in the classroom. You know what I'm saying? And the teachers caught him. Imagine that phone call that you being told that your son is touching a little girl that's in his classroom inappropriately. What I wasn't thinking of none of that when I was these kids' age. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking about video games and playing sports. You know what I'm saying? So obviously, too, a lot of shit again starts at home. That kid, that little boy probably saw his mother or his dad doing something, you know what I mean? And he's curious, and then, he brings that shit to school, again, so that's why I constantly have conversations with my children, man. I'm like, listen,
Yeah.
somebody, you better let mommy or daddy know. Let both of us know. If you being touched a certain way that you're not supposed to, let us know so we can handle it. Don't be afraid. Don't be scared, and stuff like that. So, it's just sad, man. And two, a lot of that story too, it'd be family members too. Remember that. That's another thing too. Be family members too, or a friend of the families. Because I remember watching the show, they said a lot of rapes and stuff like that oh, it's my fault. Grapes that happen is from inside. It's never really stranger. And not to say that it's not strangers doing it, but for the most part, they said the percentage is high with someone who knows, is a friend of the family or is a family member, and
Right.
stuff like that. So again, like you said, they're gonna come on some friendly shit, especially if you're a kid, they're gonna offer candy, whatever the case may be, and stuff like that. So, you know.
Yeah, this David case has your mind going all over the place. Yeah, kind of Debbie Downer subject, but one that needs to be spoken and discussed. Chat, I see you looking. Do y'all have anything y'all want to add? Anything you would like to say? Y'all got quiet. I guess these clips has really sucked the air out of the room, Mel. Like, yo.
Yeah. They probably dipped. They probably was like, yo, we out of here. You know what I mean? You know, they watched us and then they was like, oh, they talking about this Trump crap. Yeah, we out of here. You know.
Yeah,
But yeah, listen, man, you know, think we could end it on that note, you know.
I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. Well, what's your final words?
As far as what? The David thing or what? What are you talking about?
How are you
My
ending the show?
my departing word? I mean, you could go
Yes.
ahead. You know my saying. I always say my saying, but you could go ahead and I'll say my saying after you.
Oh, okay. Well, after listening to everything tonight, only thing I could come up with in my mind is just to just be wise. Just be wise. Um, be discerning and just always look out for your family, shield your children. Because this world is it's just not what it was when we were growing up. It's totally different. It's darker. It doesn't even feel like the same
Mm-hmm. Correct.
earth that we've been living on for all these years. So
Correct. Correct. Correct.
those are my words, and still still try to find the light and the happiness and joy. Like, I still walk in love and peace, but even with my peace, underneath the love, I got armor. So don't let the world destroy you, but also have that armor of protection
Mm-hmm.
and spread it across your family. Have conversations, build great relationships, because there's some weird ass people in this world.
Definitely.
That's all I have to say.
Definitely. Oh, so sorry. Um, I appreciate everyone that came by. You know what I'm saying? Please like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. You know, support is free. We ain't asking for no handouts over here. We ain't panhandling over here. But donations is always appreciated. You know, if you guys do want to, you know what I'm saying? Definitely we would receive it. You know,
Yeah.
you know, yeah, scratching your head, like,
Contribute to
yeah.
my stomach fund, my plastic surgery fund.
Oh, here we go. That's a GoFundMe. That's a whole nother, that's a whole nother funds right there. GoFundMe for her plastic stomach fund. That's what you
My
calling.
plastic surgery.
But either which way, I appreciate everyone that came through. You know, Jules, Angie, baby, Nikki, baby. Who else? Who else chimed in? Who else popped in? Talib, salute.
HNIC.
HNIC, salute. Who else? Who
The
else?
chick, something about cooking with chick or
Yeah, cook. Yeah, cooking with chick. Yeah, cooking with chick. Appreciate you. And there was someone else. There was one more other person that
It
came in.
was Jewel Frosty popped in. Hope they
Hope. It
prepared.
was Hope. Yeah, it was Hope. It was Hope. It was Hope. I said Jewel because Jewel's the last person to comment. Yeah, so Jewel, Hope,
VSOP.
VSOP. There you go. Appreciate that. VSOP. All of y'all, man. Everybody that tuned in and whoever, is watching in the bushes. Appreciate your watch time. Appreciate you for watching and tuning in. Um, don't be a hater all your life, man. Again, I always say you could thumbs up or you could thumb it down. Either or, it's an interaction, right? It's some type of feedback. It goes to the algorithm. So don't be a hater, man. Don't just watch. You know me, I'm big because I'm cutting a lot of people off, man. I be supporting people and they don't support me. And hey, I'm not crying, I'm not whining. I'm just detaching because I ain't got time for that, man. You know what I mean? If I'm rocking with you, I'm sharing your shit. I'm coming on your platform and I'm not getting the same, and I got to hear, oh, I didn't get the notifications, but you're not even subscribed to me. So how you gonna get the notification? Yeah, I pay attention. I pay attention. Yeah, I'm done. If you gotta lie and all this other shit, it's like, come on, man, you too grown to be lying. You know what I mean? And you know who you are, or y'all know who y'all are, because I'm talking about y'all. But either which way, the ones that do rock with me and support me, I will always put the light on y'all because it's more about y'all than the non-supporters. Because I got 60%. Remember, I told you the analytics? I got 60% of people watching me, or over 60% that is watching me, and only 31 or 30% that is subscribed to me that is watching me. So that number got to change. You know what I mean? So 60 of y'all are watching and you can't even subscribe? Yo, again, I'm gonna say this for the last time. I'm not watching nobody I don't like. I'm not watching nobody that I don't rock with. I'm not watching some like that makes no sense to me. I'm gonna watch Peach and I don't like Peach. I don't like your pink glasses, but I'm gonna tune in to watch you wear your pink glasses. It's just nasty work to me. Facts for real. It's just nasty work. But again, it's not about them. It's kind of like I'm flicking the switch. It's more about let me be grateful and thankful for the things that I do have, right? So I'm gonna always shout out the supporters. You know what I'm saying? Jules, you're one of them. So I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? And everyone else, man. I'd rather shine the light on y'all. You know what I mean? Because again, I wouldn't made it to over 1,000 subs if it wasn't for y'all. Talib, salute, salute, salute. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate every single one of y'all. But again, I'm just saying, it's free to hit the like. You could thumbs up, it's free, or you could thumbs down and it's free. Either or. Or you could thumbs up, thumbs down, and get in the comments and said, yo, that live was trash. And that's cool. You know what I mean? Engage. Engage. But it is what it is. So on that note, you done? Tell them
I
about the
am
shows.
done.
Tell them about the shows, man. Tell them about your radio show. Send her music. If you're an artist, send your music to her email. Let them know your email.
Oh, well, the Peach Radio, well, the
All right.
check-in has been replaced for the Peach Radio show. If you
No more
enjoyed
check-in.
me
Just for
here,
just if y'all was checking for the check-in, ain't no more
no
check-in.
more check-in. It's a
The
part
check-in
of
checked
my
out.
own personal
The
show.
check-in checked out.
Shut up.
They
Well,
checked out the hotel.
listen, you stop it. The check-in is now a part of the Peach Radio show, right? Which is my new show. I stream it. Well, actually, we don't stream it. It's pre-recorded. But you have to check in with me on Saturday at 12 p.m. ish. And I drop the links and I pre-record. Everyone is welcome. I
Mhm.
talk about different topics. The best part is I play music. So if you are an indie artist, tap in, send me your music. You can send it MP3, MP4. If it's an MP3, I'm gonna attach a photo so that I can play visuals, because not only will your music be heard here on all my multiple platforms, it'll also be on In the Mix Radio.
Mhm.
And
That's a
that
fact.
platform is huge. So
It's
on
vast.
iHeart, Amazon, Spotify. So you essentially be everywhere.
And it's
And if
heard
you
in,
just
in,
want
in the
to,
world too, right? In
yeah, it's
different
all
countries.
over the
Correct.
world, different
Correct.
countries. And so it's a great opportunity that I'm extending to you. If you like to be a temporary co-host with me for the day, like Maybach was, that's fine. Um, hit me up and we'll discuss all the various different topics. I think my topic, what is it for the week, is inspired by our wonderful friendship. I can't even find it at this point, but it's
It's okay.
it's
They
going
could
to be
tune in.
good.
They'll tune
Yeah,
in and find
it'll
out.
be
It's
good.
okay.
Tune
Yep.
in, find out, follow me. The latest episode that I did was with Maybach. We talked about bands. Are you a band and how you recognize a band, which is a what? A B ass ninja.
Ninja.
Are you a B ass ninja. We talked about Lulu. Look, I can't even talk no more. We talked about the signs, symptoms, what it looks like, how do you identify it. And ladies, you might be the reason why you're complaining about these BANs because you created them and put them on the streets. But just tap in.
Yeah.
It's all on my page at Peachy and T Brands.
Yeah.
It's a great show.
And me, if you're not already following me on Instagram, you can follow me on Instagram at MAYBACHMEL1804. That's the only social media that I'm doing. I ain't got time for all this Twitch, this, that, Twitter, X, whatever, YZ. I ain't got time for none of that. But on
Uh,
Instagram, follow me. And on here, subscribe. So when every time I go live or upload a video, you can, catch it. And if not, it's all
yeah.
cool. You know, if not.
Yeah. Yep.
But
And
on that note,
please, you didn't tell them about the other shows.
well, the
It was
shows.
mentioned in the comments. If you follow me, I also I stream other people's content
Hmm.
on YouTube, which is at Peach ENT Brands.
Hmm.
Have a great show called Beyond the Minds that is on Friday with Talib.
Hmm.
I stream a
Definitely.
politics show on Thursday, which is called the Uphill Battle, and more like the shows with me and Mel. We just kind of pop up and just talk about trending topics, or maybe we might talk about anything because that's just what the hell we do. We just talk.
Yeah.
But close us out.
Yeah,
You got it.
again, I do my interviews, the Q&A interviews, you know what I'm saying? Exclusive. Y'all could tune into that. Again, if you subscribe, you can always catch a live or a video upload. If not, like I said, it's cool too. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But on that note, we appreciate everyone who came through and rock with us. You know what I'm saying? We are out of here. And my saying all the time, stay vigilant and move militant. That's the only way you can stay alive out here, man. It's getting nasty in this world. Stay vigilant, move militant. And on that note, we out of here. Peace.